Many would agree that driving is hugely rewarding for the brain. It's fun like running was fun when we could barely walk. But it's not just fun, it's also therapeutic. And the reason for that is science. In wheels and in cars, mankind has invented a machine to meditate in. Sure, these meditative temples have been around for a while, but it's only when you're deprived of it that you realize how important freedom is. It is time to break free. It is time to drive your heart out once again. And who does driving pleasure better than BMW? Their machines, they've been crowned as the ultimate driving machines. And that is because they just amplify everything that we love about driving and then some. But today though, I'm on a slightly different quest. I'm here to find out why is it that I love driving so much? And the approach is slightly different as well because I'm not going down the materialistic way, okay? I am here today looking at answers a lot more scientifically. In fact, I'm actually looking at answers in a biology book. Now, just like how crucial teamwork is to any gameplay, it is the coherence of a few elements that make driving that much more enjoyable. A good playlist,
tell them how you put in work, tell them what you did, tell them if they're able, tell them put it on the table.
Science has proven that listening to music leads to the brain's reward system releasing the feel-good chemical endorphin. With this BMW, I've got a 464-watt digital amplifier in addition to 16 speakers placed in this cabin. Imagine how much endorphin is being pumped into my blood right now. The BMW 5 Series. Now this car, it has been redefining driving standards generation after generation, every time, year on year. It's just phenomenal how BMW and their engineers have achieved something like this. But today, I have a slight edge in terms of the dynamics that BMW has to offer. I've got CEAT SportDrive tires installed on this car. And with that stiffer shoulder block that these tires get, I have more precision control on offer. Along with that, the asymmetric tread with MRC technology is claimed to enhance cornering stability. It's like giving wings to the 5 Series. What I'm trying to say is basically, I'm out on a prowl. It's like this zone you enter. High levels of focus, faster reflexes, eyes glued to the road. It's like a meditative state. You feel great about it. Your thoughts are all of a sudden more aligned. And when the tires play along, it's even better. Have you ever wondered how particular can a manufacturer be in terms of designing their tire tread? I mean, here we have CEAT, who's put in a lot of effort and science behind making this cabin a lot more quieter, and I mean it in the very literal sense. Because the way that the tread has been designed, it all comes together to make this cabin quieter, calmer, exactly by 1 decibel, sprucing up this meditative state that I am enjoying. Beautifully brought together, the quiet of the BMW's cabin is enhanced with comfort thanks to the advanced tread pitch design on these CEAT SportDrive tires. And at this very moment, my brain has now decided to pump in serotonin, a mood stabilizer, into my blood. I can tell you what, this state of meditation, it is second to none. And by the way, the outside, it does look like a European setting. This is an European sedan. But these tires, they're very specifically designed for the Indian conditions, which are not the best. So how has CEAT done that? Dual sidewall for impact protection. Well, to make it easier to understand, look at that pothole there. Every time you hit a pothole like that, these CEAT tires, well, you just leave them to get on with their job. And what they do is take all of that impact. They keep your rim safe. They make sure that your suspension, that is not stressed. And they make sure that the driving experience is a lot more calmer, quieter, and you enjoy this meditative state. I really like how all of this comes together as one. And it goes to show that what you drive on will also dictate your driving experience. And that is why tires, They are that important.
Eventually though, on a trip like this, you are bound to get hungry, and not that I'm craving for a 7-course meal, but something to keep the fire alive, something to add to this experience would definitely be welcome. Isn't that right, Sam? Well, Sam here is having a good time, and these parathas that I've called for, well, they are definitely acting like catalyst to this entire equation. My brain is having so much fun that apart from endorphins and serotonin, it's now also secreting dopamine. Is this all better than my last night's experience? Well, what do you think, Sam? What do you think?
If you are wondering about my eventful night, let me throw you a little hint. Yeah, about last night, there was a lot of physical touching, a lot of feeling of things, and that is why my brain, it secreted a lot of oxytocin, a love chemical, into my blood veins. I don't know what you're thinking right now, but if you still haven't got the right idea, I haven't slept since last night. I haven't stopped driving ever since I got into this BMW, ever since I felt the steering wheel, ever since I felt the way this car drives. Everything has just been supremely enjoyable. And this relationship, it has continued the test of time to this very revelation. Why do I love to drive? Because not many activities can induce 4 high-powered chemicals into your blood, can they? Driving, it does do that to you. And now that I've come this far, I think it's time to thank CEAT SportDrive Tyres for letting me experience and enjoy possibly one of the best drives I've had this year. Now, all of these theories are scientifically backed, yet I am not proposing this as a research paper argument. It's only really that when I'm behind the wheel, my senses are rogered with endorphins, serotonins, dopamine and oxytocin, all at the same time, straight out of a NOS tank. Straight away, I feel alive, I feel happy. I guess what I'm trying to say is I am at my best when I drive. And that is why I drive.